Hey, how you doing? This is Sanford Hicks. I live here in Elk City, and I've got a YouTube channel called Sandy Don 21, and that's where this is going to be posted. Also, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But the difference between this video and some other videos is this. This is going to be my job resume. I've got a job resume posted on Indeed.com. It tells quite a bit of as much stuff as I can put on a resume. I decided to do this resume online, hoping that some of my friends that watch my videos can pass it along, maybe, or at least tell them, hey, there's a guy on Indeed.com you need to go check out, or whatever. I just asked for their help. Here unemployed. Unemployment about to run out. I've been looking. When I'm unemployed, my job is I get up in the mornings. I spend about an hour and a half online looking for jobs, updating resumes or whatever I need to do, shooting out a resume here and there. That is my job when I'm laid off. Always has been, always will be. After that hour and a half, I commence doing my daily routines, whether it be working in my wood shop, working around the house, trying to do, fix things, whatever. Take my mom to the doctor, taking her grocery shopping, whatever I've got to do. My mom had a stroke a few years ago. My stepdad just passed away last year, so she's going through some issues right now with that, and a little bit of health issues. So, I've been helping her every day. I go over there at least every other day or so and see her, visit her, whatever. Take her to the doctor, take her to the hospital, whatever I got to do. I've got a beautiful wife that I've been married to for 11 years, maybe 12. And I got 5 great grandkids. The oldest one's 8, youngest one's I think 3 or 4. Might have just turned 4. But anyway, 5 grandkids that I, love dearly. And so, with that being said, I live here in Elk City. I grew up in Dallas. Been up here about 26 or 27 years now. When I was in Dallas, I did things like security, fast food, did a little bit of carpentry work. Framing houses, a little bit of roofing, things like that. Never was my forte. I just never could get the grips of it, but I did, I did it. Then I moved up here and got an oil field. My very first job, the oil field, I was living in Shattuck at the time. I got a job working for Triad Drilling. Triad sold out to Patterson just a couple years after I got started, I guess it was. I broke out, I got hired on it as a worker worms corner. Anybody knows what that is. And, but within a night or two, Derek Henry didn't show up or something. I ended up going up top, pulling back drill pipe. And from then on, I was Derek Henry. Worked Derek's. We were doing 8-hour tires back then, but we was working 7 days a week, no days off. If we had a day off, it was in between holes, and that was very seldom. So went to drilling Evening Tire. Had my own crew for a little bit. Went and did a little bit, pushed a little bit of tools with Patterson, of course, when Patterson bought Triad out. Then went back to working Derek's remote driller. He wanted me to come back. That was fine with me. I enjoyed working the pits and all that. Of course, back then we didn't have all this top drives and all that stuff, So, but just good old Kelly rig. Then went to service drilling for a little bit, come back to Patterson, and I got burned out on that. Did it for quite a, I don't know, 10, 11 years, I guess. I'm not real good with dates. Time goes by way too quick for me. I worked there quite a while, and then went to over the road. When I got my CDLs, went over the road for a little bit. Even though it was something I always wanted to do, once I got out there, it just wasn't. It wasn't for me. So I came back, got in fracking. BJ Services out of Clinton. Worked for them a little bit. Left there, got a job offer hauling salt water, and where I was home more, and worked pretty good, just schedule, 10 hours a day or whatever it was. And then went back to, BJ's had turned into Baker Hughes. I went back to them for a little bit. Then I got a job offer with Frac Tech, FTSI, and moved up into supervisor, frac supervisor. I had 25 hands under me. There was times we had 2 crews out there. Sometimes I was only supervisor. Sometimes we had an extra, third supervisor with them. But doing $1 million frac jobs at times. I was in charge of the whole thing, from doing convoy from the yard to staging everything on location, to making sure everything was rigged up, tested. Hands knew where they was going to be, what equipment they was going to run. I had guys set off to the side that was able to get a few hours off for their DOT things, to be able to go back and get swap out a chemical truck or whatever the case may be, take a pump, bring back a pump, whatever we needed to do. I had guys there that was from all over the country, actually all over the world, because I had 5 guys, and very good friends of mine, that was from Sudan, Africa, and had a blast with them guys. I had guys from all over the country, they would come, and Frac Tech would put them up in a hotel for a while. They'd work for a couple of weeks, to go home for a week or 2, come back, that type of deal. So anyway, every guy that I had, no matter who they were, how old they were, what color, what religion, whatever, it did not matter to me. We got the job done. I was strict when I had to be strict. We had fun. We got time to have fun. I've had guys that they would come talk to me. They trusted me enough. They would come talk to me about their personal problems. Whether it be their wife, or they're having issues with the kids, or whatever the case may be. And so when we had time to do that, I'd listen to them. I'd give them advice if that's what they wanted, or I would at least talk to them enough to where they get their head back in the game, so we could do our next stage. That type of deal. I still got guys that will email me, or message me, or even call me. They just want to shoot the bull, or maybe they want to talk to me about issues, So, but every job I've ever had in my life, even back when I was, 18, 19 years old, I had people that would come up to me, other employees, wanting to know if I knew how to do something, because nobody would teach them. And so I'd tell them if I did, I'd tell them. If not, I'd go find out how to do it, and then take care of it, teach them. And I've always been that way. And my last company, I worked for TLR for 5 years, got laid off in 2009. As a rig up supervisor, I guess you'd call it. Rigged up flow equipment from the wellhead to the blowback tank. And loved that job, loved the company, loved my bosses. Always had a great time there. Had great benefits, so on and so forth. Then I went and hauled salt water, I guess, after I got laid off from there, and then went to, ended up Stallion 5 years, hauling mobile homes for the oil field, non-potable water out to the living quarters, and hauling off sewer. Hauling off sewer was my forte. That's what I enjoyed. Nobody else really liked it. Hey, Go out there, get a load, take it to disposal, go to another rig, get another load, do the same thing. We had our slow days, we had our busy days. So, but things changed. Oil field started slowing way down, and then this Corona deal came in. So crap happens, and I got laid off, and so that's where I'm at right now. So I decided to do this resume. Like I said, I've got one on Indeed right now. I've got another one somewhere. I can't remember the website right now. I'll get it back on there. Maybe I'll put it in the comments if I remember it. But I'm always constantly looking online, trying to find jobs. I do not want to go back on the road. I mean, if it's last resort, yes, I will. I'm not going to make my family starve or start losing property or whatever because I don't want to do something, But that's kind of my last resort. I'm getting older. I've got family here. My wife, my grandkids, my mom. All that stuff. I really don't even really want to drive truck anymore, but I do have a CDL with a Class A tanker endorsement, and I just recently updated or got a new medical card, I think about 2 weeks ago. So that's all ready to go. What else? I guess having, putting a resume out there, they only, they read who you are and what your education and maybe a little bit of your background as far as jobs, but they don't really try to see who you are or anything like that. And that's one of the reasons I decided to do this video. What you see is what you get, and hopefully I can tell you a little bit more in a video than I can on paper. And so, my work ethic is to be there when I'm supposed to be there, leave when I'm supposed to leave, do my job when I'm there, and go home safely to my wife. So that's my jobs. That's the way I do things. I guess the dream jobs of mine. If I was to be able to right now line up 3 or 4 employers of different things, I guess if I had my pick as to what I want to do right now, whether it be oil field or not, I would love to try to do sales as far as selling services, safety equipment, things like that. I guess I'm not a car salesman or anything like that, but being in that area to where I'm out, being able to go out and talk to people, shoot the bull with them, go from there. Also, safety department. I did safety there at Frac Tech for a little bit. I pay attention to safety. I've done safety online classes, the free ones. I don't have like certificates or degrees or anything like that. But every time I get a chance, I do one. But I've been through a lot. So doing safety. I guess one of the things I would love to be able to do is work in a school to teach truck driving, do's and don'ts, the safety, the things that happens out there on the road, tell different things, stories, explain to them what they need to do in order to get a CDL and how to get it and how to keep it and so forth and so on. We'll do pretty much anything, but those are kind of like my deal. My dream, I guess, is always open my own restaurant, and one of these days, maybe I will, maybe after I retire, just depending on how this old world turns out. But some of my hobbies, I like woodworking, oil painting, drawing, films, uh, getting online, and trying to learn different technology or whatever. I write books. I've got 5 of them right now. I got one that's finished. I just need to get it edited. I've got one that's probably about halfway finished. One is about 3/4 finished. One I just started. And my grammar, as you can see, my grammar is not real good, things like that. But hey, I get through it. And so thank God for spell check and grammar check and all that good stuff. So I try to throw a lot of stuff in here in a short amount of time, so I don't sit here and bore you for an hour. But if you watch this video for any reason, maybe it's because the title says resume, maybe because you're a buddy of mine, maybe because you're an employer, you have to say, who's this dude? Whatever. I hope that somebody passes it along, whatever, and I get a email or a phone call. Like I said, I've got a resume on Indeed. My email's there. You can get me through Indeed, through my email. Those of you that know me probably got my email as well, probably got my phone number. So I'm not hard to find. I'm right here in Elk City, and that's about all I got for you guys. Y'all have a good day, and I hope to hear back from somebody. Thank you.